I was formerly a school teacher, Ted, and I made more money in one summer in real estate than I did a year teaching. So I got out of the teaching business and started buying properties, and I've been buying properties for years. I bought over 400, and Sue and I work together. She helps me out.
You guys are kind of a family business then, huh?
Sure. She does a lot of my in-house research for me. Tells me what needs researched at the courthouse. I do the courthouse work.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it comes to renting it, we hold some for retirement. Others we turn for cash. Oh, yeah. They all have excellent equity.
Does turn mean you sell it? Is that
yes,
what
we sell it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
And then Sue takes care of a lot of the rentals, preparing the leases.
Oh, yeah. So you're kind of in the business of buying and selling real estate for your own account, huh?
Buying and selling it from own account, that's correct.
Now, I understand you've been gone to tax sales from time to time, is that right?
Oh, yes.
Tell me about what a tax sale is, just a little bit about it.
Well, basically, we're from Ohio, and in Ohio, we buy the actual property at the tax sale, and we get some fantastic buys.
So give me an example of that.
Example is we've done two within the last year and a half. One was a $55,000 house. We've got approximately $3,000 invested and it's free and clear. Another one is a $57,000 house. We've got about $2,300 invested, free and clear.
Wow.
And
so you're telling me you bought a $57,000 house for $2,300?
That's correct.
Okay, now tell me how you did. Just kind of walk me through the mechanics. So you went to how did you find out about it first?
Well, basically, these are advertised in the local paper, which is the Daily Reporter. And Sue does a lot of my initial research at the office and to see when the property was procured and what the value of the property is. We can pull it up.
Wouldn't there be 100 people at the sale when you get there?
No,
this kind of bargain?
It's not that competitive unless you know where to look in the paper. They're scattered around. So once you get a system, it's very easy.
It's very easy.
Very easy once you have a system and know.
Would it be fair to say it's fun, it's easy, and anyone can do it?
Yeah, that's correct. I've recently expanded. Ohio has 88 counties.
I see.
And we've got another gentleman that's working with us that I'm going in doing the groundwork, learning the county's procedures, and having him go in to do research. So right now we're probably working 6 to 8 counties, and hopefully we'll be working 60 to 70 counties in the next year.
All right, now let's talk about the little guy, because the little guy he's only got $1,500. Can I get in this business for $1,500 or $2,000?
Sure.
I can.
Sure.
So I could actually buy a house for that?
Sure.
Oh, I could. Did you ever buy a house for $1,500?
I bought a house for $900, Ted. Free and clear. Yes.
And where did you buy that house?
I bought it.
It's not to live in, though. Nobody could live in it.
Well, sure. It's occupied. People pay me rent. I bought it, and they pay me back basically what they do. The people that I bought it off from, which happens very often, people cannot pay their taxes or their mortgages, small mortgage or taxes. I will buy the property and let them just stay in it. That way I don't have a vacancy. And if I buy a property that I've only got $900 in, it's worth $30,000, rather than go in and paint it and clean it up.
Okay, now let me stop you. You're telling me you bought a house that had a value of $30,000, you bought for $900? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me another example like that. Did you buy another one that has an example like that? This is unbelievable.
We bought several. I've got a property right now which I have no money invested in, and when the woman passes away, I've got the option for $25,000, and it's worth $90,000 today.
Wow, that's the kind of deal you can do.
Yeah, there's a lot of these are no money down transactions, and a person with a credit card can buy them.
Okay, now let's go back to this. Let's go back to the sale. I go to the sale.
Yes.
And I have an opportunity to buy a property for, say, 10 cents on the dollar. Is that fair?
Sure.
If I buy it for 10 cents on the dollar and I get it and it doesn't have any more mortgage on it, right?
That's right.
So, and it doesn't have any, I guess you call those, what do you call those? Encumbrances?
Liens, yeah.
Liens and encumbrances. So it doesn't have any of those things. And then could I move into it?
Sure. Do anything you want to with it. We always get in Ohio, we get what's called title insurance. That's a guarantee of title.
I see.
And it's a title insurance policy, and I recommend it for anyone. So not only do we get the house free and clear and get a deed, we've got a company, a national company that stands behind. If anyone ever comes in and says, we got a lien on that property or we got an interest in it, they will come in and they will defend our free and clear property.
Wow, that's good. Now, Sue, does anybody have the ability to do this? What does it take to do this? Is this hard work?
No.
Anybody can do it?
It's real easy. Anybody could.
Have you seen other people do it?
There is some.
Not too many, though, huh?
No.
Why, just because they don't know what to do?
Yes.
How hard a job is it? Tell me how hard it is. I mean, do you have to work, do you work 14 hours a day or anything like that?
Maybe an hour.
Takes you an hour? How much would it take you to do a whole deal? From the time you found it till the time you sold it, I mean, would that take you 100 hours?
He takes care of that.
Okay. How many hours would that take him?
Oh, I've had them, Ted, that 3-4 hours. We have some, Ted, that we buy, the areas we don't care about, and we will pick them up for pennies on the dollar, and we will sell them at a discount and never get in the property. Just buy them reasonable and resell them and make a quick $5,000 to $10,000. Never even.
How quick could I make $5,000 in this business? Can I do it in a month?
You probably could. We don't hardly anything under about 10 or 15,000. We don't even look at anymore because they're out there. We don't look at the small 5,000.
Could I make $10,000 a month doing this if I really studied my stuff?